Alright, we're going to try this again. I'm Dominique McLean. I'm going to give you my video synopsis on chapters 1 through 3. Chapter 1 starts out talking about communicating through technology, which is something that we do now on an everyday basis, whether it's through text messages, emails, social media, on the telephone, all that. Then it goes into talking about the role that communication plays in a career success. It speaks on the effective workplace communicators, how they can explain ideas clearly and give good directions, which is basically you have to have good communication skills in order to do anything. It then talks about the difference between texting and work related communications. When you're texting, talking to your friends or whatever, you're able to use abbreviations or words that you're not able to use when you're writing an English paper. Abbreviations will not be accepted. It also speaks on ethical behavior and plagiarism, which is using another person's information without their permission or citing where you got the information from. It also lists the components of communication, which are the source or sender, whichever one, the message, the interference, channel, receiver, feedback, environment, and context. I would say that the message and context will be the most important because the message is what you're trying to get through to the other person. And the context is the message, including the way the message is supposed to be sent to that person. It also talks about the different types of communication, which is intrapersonal, which is communication with oneself, or interpersonal, which is having a conversation with someone else you're in a relationship with or whatever, and public communication and mass communication. It also speaks on intentional and unintentional communication, which is intentional, the message going to the person that it's supposed to go to, and unintentional, the message being sent to the wrong person or the wrong person picking up the message that wasn't for them. Chapter 2 speaks on perception and communication, how you perceive the message. It talks about the perception process. First step in the process is selection, where you are sorting one stimulus from another, separating the two. Second is organization. You're sorting, organizing, and or categorizing, putting the stimulus where it's supposed to be. Next is interpretation, where you are assigning meaning to the stimuli, which it could be a past experience or a new situation. Talks about perceptual differences, stereotypes, attribution, error, which would be an attempt to understand others' behavior, an attempt to understand why someone acts the way they act or why someone talks the way they talk to others. Then it talks about improving perception, become an active receiver, recognize that everyone is unique, keep an open mind, and be a competent communicator. Excuse me. Chapter 3 then talks about connecting self and communication. It talks about self concept or self identity, knowing your values, attitudes, and your beliefs. It also speaks on stereotypes between males and females, which we all know there are some. It then goes on to talk about self respect, self image, and how to improve yourself. At the end of the chapter, it gives steps on how to improve the person that you are, set goals for yourself, make a commitment to yourself to improve yourself, as well as associate with positive people at any time possible. And that's it.